Welcome back to Gomer Games, City Skylines players. We are going to go through some mods today. We had an update and a DLC release and some creator pack releases on Tuesday, which was about 4 days ago or so. And this was a major update, and it created some problems with some of the mods and some of the assets. So I'm going to run through some of the mods today that have been corrected and kind of updated some of the old mods that I was using with the Capital City series. I've kind of updated them, brought them up to date a little bit, and I wanted to run through a few of them. I did do a loading screen video. Check that out. There's a brand new loading screen available, and it's great. Let's click on these. Okay, the new mods, there's a few of them here. First one is 81 Tile 2, version 0.5.1. And basically, it works the same as the old 81 Tile mod, except this one allows you to have, it eliminates the need to have the electrical mod. So you can transmit your electricity through the roads. And then also there was a mod for water and sewage and heating pipes. They transmit through your roads also. And there are mods for those. And so basically it's taking a total of 3 mods and converting it down into one. So that's great. Does the same thing. You can unlock the 25 tiles, which is the one that people have the least amount of problems with. I guess this new mod also, there was some problems with the tunnel entrances sinking, some of the metro tracks sinking. I was having some problems with that with Capital City. And then there's also some water issues with the old 81 Tile 2. The next one I wanted to go over is let's see here, Extended Manager. That one basically, it's been around for, I'm not sure if this one's been around, but there's been other ones. It basically just gives you all of the stats. Like here's your net segments, which is the length of road or fence or whatever in between your nodes on your roads or whatever. And you have a maximum of 36,864. And then right now, with the interstates and everything on this brand new map, there's 1,545, so you can keep track of that. And it has all these stats. There's the node limit, lane limit, which I think is the amount of lanes you can have in a road. So every time you lay down a 6-lane road or something, it uses more of this than obviously a 2-lane highway or something. Building limit, self-explanatory. Zone blocks are the number of blocks that are zoned off of your roads. So when you have a strip of road that's 4 segments long, and then it's flat land, so that would go 4 deep. So I would believe that you would have 16 come off of here if I'm doing my math right. I think is the way that works. Vehicles active, you can only have 16,300 active. Parked vehicles, you can have 32,000 parked vehicles. Citizens, you can only have, even though your population is, you could go a tad bit higher than this. It looks like you can only have about 1 million. What is that? 1,488,000. Yeah, 576. This is as high as the population as you can go. Citizen units, I'm not quite sure what that is. Not quite sure what that is. maybe that's just your population, and then this would be like pedestrians and citizens and cars, maybe. That's probably the way that is. And then, let's see, transportation lines, 256, that's quite a few. And then path units, maybe paths don't use the same as segments, which is a good area. And then 81, obviously your tiles, they call them areas, but your area, there's 81 areas. So you're only using one here on this brand new map. So I haven't done that. Districts, you can have 128 districts, and then the tree count and the prop count. So that just tracks that. I've never actually used one of these before. I knew they existed, I just never actually downloaded them. But if you're building a larger city and you're trying to plan out a little bit, I think that kind of helps. Um, so I am going to be using it in the future, just so I don't run into the same problems I ran into with Capital City. The next thing is Game Anarchy. And Game Anarchy is a great one I just found today. And I've been kind of at this all day today, working on getting everything up and running again. Game Anarchy allows you to eliminate the unlimited unique buildings, the unlocks achievements, and it eliminates the need for a mod to eliminate pollution, and then also eliminate like Demand Master or something like that, because it maximizes. It doesn't maximize the RICO, but it maximizes the attractiveness, entertainment, land value, that type of stuff. But one of the biggest functions that I think I'm absolutely going to love is this one right here. It's a built-in function. You can't even turn it off. It's a fast return. And the new update allows you to save it, and then it's a fast return to the desktop after you save it. But I haven't been able to figure out the fast return if you don't save it. So there may be times that you want to go onto your city, and maybe for one reason or another you don't want to save it, but you want to quit. By having this downloaded and active, it instantly returns you to desktop. So that also replaces, there was a mod for that too, and it replaces that mod. So this combines like at least 3 or 4 mods all into one. So that works too. HideIt Bobby. I've had something similar that was just HideIt that I used, but HideIt Bobby is compatible with all of these other newer ones, and it allows you to go in and hide all these different functions. So you can turn off the chirper and turn the chirper back on. That's the main menu for when you go into the game. So you can turn off the DLC panel that runs on the side of the menu, the news panel that runs on top of that, your account panel that runs over here when you first start the game, and then the workshop panel that runs underneath that. You can turn all that off on the main menu. It just makes it nice and clean. But during the game itself, you can turn the chirper on and off. You see, he popped it there. You can turn the disaster button on and off. Turn that off there, and there's a bunch of other things that you can turn on and off here. Like I have the I have the cinematic camera turned off. I have the let's see. Oh, that was cinematic. Yeah, this. Yeah, I have this button turned off there with zoom, and then I also have the toolbars separated. So you can do one or the other. I guess yeah. So that makes the toolbar all squinched together. It makes it have more room right here to add different tools. And then you can go in and turn off the little sprites. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, on the grass that sticks up through different props and different items. You can turn that off. You can also turn off the cliff decorations and the fertile land decorations. And then you can, I think you can hide some of the pollution and stuff here too. Turn off some of the edge fog, and do that type of stuff. I don't have any of that turned off right now, but I'm sure it can be useful in the future, definitely. And then the loading screen mod, which we've already went over in the last video, check that out. Move It hasn't really changed. I think the version never went up, but it's still the most wonderful one you could have. Let's see, Network Anarchy, I don't think it really changed. I think the version number went up. Network extension, same thing there. Node controller, I think the version went up. You have to download a new version, but I think it's good too. Prop Anarchy is another one that combined. There was Prop Anarchy, Prop and Tree Anarchy, and Tree Snapping, and there was a couple other ones that this particular mod here for Prop Anarchy takes care of. And Prop Line Tool, it takes care of Prop Line Tool too. So by downloading this, it takes care of all those mods. So you can have all that in one mod here. And then there's a bunch of different options in here, sliders that you can kind of mess with to do different things with the LODs and that type of thing. And then Rico, I believe, is just a different version. Surface Painter, I don't think changed at all, honestly. And then I don't think Traffic Manager, I don't think it changed. There might have been a new version. I think you have to basically uninstall it or unsubscribe and resubscribe to it, and I think that fixes it. So I think that was fine. And then Tree Anarchy is basically the same thing as the game Anarchy. It works for allowing you to put multiple trees in, tree snapping, and that type of stuff. I think there's actually, you can control the sway, which I have it turned off right now, but you can have it where it's a full sway. I believe it's default. The default game is full sway, if I remember correctly. Or you could have it turned on. You can lock forestry, which I believe what that does is you eliminate, you cut down the trees with the bulldozer or with Move It, and the forestry, the area can still be used as forestry. I think is what that does. I haven't tried it, but I think that's what that does. And then obviously to allow wind effect, turn that on and off. Let's see here, you can read about that. Whether it removes fertile land, turn that on and off. Maximum tree limit, which is one of the things that most people are going to be using here. Like this here is 1,048,000 trees. You can up that by using this slide bar here. And for some reason it's not working. And then there's also a thing here, loading behavior, the old unlimited tree game format. You can decide what you want to do on that. You keep the trees missing, or have them remove, or replace missing trees. And then Touchit, which was another mod that disconnected roads from assets. Used it quite extensively for ports and harbors and the old airports before the airport DLC. If you wanted to put one-way roads in there, you had to use Touchit to click on the road, so that way you could delete the road and replace it with a one-way road. You had to get a new version of that. I think it's just used to be called upgraded untouchable. I wonder if that's the right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. I might be wrong on that actually, but that does show up on there. I might be wrong on this one. This might not be what I was looking at, but it does show up in the. Yeah. Yeah, it looks exactly the same, so I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The next thing is the down to yet another toolbar, and what this it extends your menu. I believe it's a different version, but it is a mod that I had before. It basically, what it does, it creates this double menu here. This is separate. This is the Anarchy, but it creates a double menu to allow you to use to keep from having to scroll when you have these massive numbers of different roads. But it works for all these different icons here. So every one of these, it pops up as two, so you don't have to scroll left and right. You can scroll up and down, and that is a option on the screen here. I thought it was an option that you could scroll up and down or left or right. Maybe it's not. Maybe they took that away. But either way, it's great. I love it. Zoom in. I don't think that changed at all. That just allows you to zoom in and out. Ignore the borders when you're in camera mode. In this free view mode over here. So that's pretty much the new mods, and most of them, like I said, HideIt Bobby, Game Anarchy, and then the new Tree Anarchy, Prop Anarchy, are pretty much they just replace a lot of the older ones, and they've tried to consolidate some different mods in here. But some of the old favorites, Move It's the same, Find It is the same. I don't think there's really any change in that other than the version number, but it works exactly the same. Move It, obviously, one of the oldest ones there. That's great. Great one there. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we're going to try to, been working on these mods most of the day today, or a little bit of the day today, so I'm going to try to retrieve, still having problems retrieving Capital City. So there's about 4 or 5 videos on there that I'm wanting to complete before we move on to the next project, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to get Capital City back and be able to complete those videos just to finish out the map and move on to the next project there. If you have any comments, feel free to leave those. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.